Bali was a vibe. From the moment we landed, we knew it'd be an adventure we'd never forget. But before you pack your bags, let me share my experience and some tips to make your trip even better. We kicked off our journey with a 20-hour flight from New York, and trust me, if you're flying that long, you're gonna wanna upgrade to premium economy. It's a lifesaver. You get tons of legroom and share bathrooms with way less people. We chose to fly with Singapore Airlines. They were really nice, and they even gave us a honeymoon cake and card, which I thought was pretty sweet. Once we arrived in Bali, Canggu was our first stop. We stayed at this 5-star hotel called Level 8 Resort, which was beachside and pretty sweet. But here's the thing, getting there was nuts. You're gonna wanna plan your travel ahead and get a taxi. Forget about renting a car, the traffic there is insane. Afterwards, do what the locals do, rent a scooter. It's the only way to get around efficiently. And if scooters aren't the move for you, you can always download Gojek or Grab for taxis, since they don't really have Lyft or Uber. For your first day though, you're probably gonna wanna relax and chill. I'd recommend getting a massage as they are super affordable here. We paid like $30 for an hour massage at our hotel, but most locals will do it for about $10 US. Then you can end the night with a sunset. The best piece of advice that we got while we were there was watch as many sunsets as possible. The next morning, we had breakfast at a local spot called Milk and Madu, a must-visit spot. Bali doesn't miss when it comes to making breakfast, so escape your hotel and try some local food. Another reason so many people come to Bali is to surf. We gave it a go at Barawa Beach, which is pretty much the whole coast, I think, but it was our first time and I wiped out, but Gabby crushed it. Bali is also known for their insane beach clubs. You can practically go any time of day and come back at night. We chose to hit up Finn's since it was a short walk on the beach for us. They did have Atlas next door, but we couldn't get in because I had my GoPro on me. So we just went back to Finn's.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the world's best beach club.
Shit was lit. Day 3, we headed to Uluwatu for a day trip. As I mentioned, Bali is known for some of the worst traffic. We chose to avoid what would have been a 2-hour drive by hopping on a local boat instead. Not gonna lie, this was super sketchy. In fact, we had to get off because the waves were so bad. And I even helped them push the boat out, but that's half the fun, and I think it was a great experience. Gabby, not so much. The boat ride itself took about 35 minutes and dropped us off at Padang Padang Beach, which is also a perfect secluded beach for surfing if you're more experienced. We then got a scooter and made our way to the Uluwatu Temple. Cliffside views overlooking the vast ocean while indulging in one of Bali's most sacred spots. But watch out for the monkeys, they're cheeky and they will follow you. We were warned multiple times that they grab anything not tied down. Now, while they didn't jump on us or take anything, I wouldn't take the chance. We were told the Uluwatu Temple has over 500 monkeys, so definitely head there if you want to see some local wildlife. I think we paid about 10,000 rupiah, which is less than $1 for entry. Unfortunately, I got hit with Bali belly that day, so we had to cut our adventure short. Pro tips, only drink bottled water, avoid ice, and constantly wash your hands. Day 4, we got up early and headed to Ubud, known as the heart of Bali. Lush, green, and full of culture. We stayed at the Omham Resort, which had a tranquil garden, but wasn't my favorite stay for a couple reasons. Plus, Gabby was not a fan of the giant spider we saw. The highlight here, the Tagalalang rice terraces. These rice terraces are iconic, and you'll see why when you get there. Take the swing if you're into adrenaline, but otherwise, just walking around itself is stunning enough. We actually spent some time here just taking in the views and watching workers work while just enjoying the atmosphere. It was just so beautiful. So definitely make sure you check this out. For sunset, we walked the Lempanyang Ridge Walk, but it didn't really live up to the hype for us. However, I will say once you get all the way to the top, there is a cool gate and then it leads into a town with a bunch of restaurants. So overall, I thought it was pretty cool. The next day, we woke up early and we were off to northern Bali for the day. For travel, I recommend getting a private driver or a tour guide. We started off at the Handara Gate, about an hour and 40 minutes north of Ubud. It was beautiful, but this was pretty much just a photo spot, not an adventure. However, the gates are beautiful, and inside them you will find a golf course, and a restaurant, but that's pretty much it. So take that cool picture and buckle up for a short drive to the Ulun Danu Baratan Temple. Hands down, a must. With a world-class garden and gorgeous landscape views, we are so glad we took the time to stop here. Make sure you also walk over to the koi fish pond where you can feed them while capturing awesome views. They also have rental boats that you can take out to the water. Our next stop was at Lakey Waterfall. A short walk down and you get to refresh and recharge under this beautiful natural waterfall. The water is cold but so refreshing. At this point, you can probably grab lunch, but we weren't hungry, so our driver took us to the secret coffee garden instead for a delicious recharge and cultural lesson. This experience truly made you feel like you were in another country. Bali is famous for their luwak coffee, which is known as coffee poo, which is essentially coffee made from the luwak's poo. Yeah, that's right, poo. And look at this buddy here, he's tired after a hard day of work. They also do have a little gift shop, which I thought was pretty neat. The coffee was a little pricey, and I was told the plantation probably would have given us a better price, but I didn't mind since it helps out the locals. And they did a really good job at showing us around. Now that we're recharged, it was time for our next stop, the Elephant Safari Park. If you have never experienced elephants up close, this is a must. Even if it is the only thing you do in Ubud, you can wash elephants, feed elephants, and even ride the elephants. They are some of the best trained animals I've seen, and they take very good care of them. For instance, this elephant, who has been with their trainer for over 13 years. Afterwards, we headed back for a quick shower and then to downtown Ubud for dinner. Day 6, we headed to the Karagansam region for our next stay. We were originally going to stay in Siraman, but figured we wanted to stay by the beach. We decided to spend our first day here relaxing and recuperating as it was a long drive over. So, lounge by the pool or choose one of the many beaches nearby. I recommend Bias Beach or Virgin Beach. Both are great options and secluded. But beware of the rocks in the water. There are tons. So maybe pack water shoes. I'd probably say, yeah, water shoes are a good idea, water shoes. The next day, we got up early and headed to the north to visit a friend we made the previous night. This is Kadet, our waiter from last night. He explained to us that he had created a dog rescue at his home with over 40 dogs. We asked if we can come and see. He said yes, so here we are.
Kadet.
Kadet.
My name is Kadet. I'm from East Bali, from Karangasem. I am helping the rescue animal of East Bali. For the moment, I have 40 dogs and 20 cats. Yeah, so I try because the story what I do before I grow with only 2 dogs and 2 cats. But when I'm 16 years old, I was big sick. I lost my Bobby saved my life. Just start from that, I am promised when from 2014, I had helping one by one. Yeah, and then I tried to find home for them. Yeah, you can see I'm not yet have good place, but at least I want they have eat something like that.
So you have people that find dogs that are injured and then bring them here?
Yeah, for the moment because I'm not take more again because already
You have a lot of dogs already.
Yeah, a lot of dog, but if someone example adopt, like example the puppy already somebody adopt, I will try to get another needed. Yeah, I hope also in the future I have the team.
A team,
I want
yeah.
to make like team of East Bali. Yeah, like in Ubud they have like special team. And then I would like to find out who is we are in the team. I build only can building with this one and that one.
And then back there,
There, yeah.
and you have another one on this side.
I want to make more clean. More building with this is I still make building new house for them and then make more like ballet.
With the wood,
Yeah.
and then with that's the roofing.
Yeah.
And you have some bamboo here.
I'm not rescue all together, just one by one. Because example, I found I have 9 dogs hit by car, and then one dog is only 3 legs. Yeah, it's inside.
How do you feed them?
Yeah, I give the rice. This is my stock of the dog food. Buy the blend chicken.
Hello.
Yeah, it's my mama.
Hi.
Cleaning. Yeah. This is blend chicken. I always stock for 1 month. We use like 150 kilo.
150 kilo.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
full 150 kilo.
Wow.
Yeah, for
This
1 month.
full is 150
Yeah,
kilo?
50 kilo.
Oh
yeah.
my
And
gosh,
this is the
that's so
rice.
much.
Yeah, you can see.
So you mix it
I have
with
the
rice?
stock for the
That
1
is the
month.
rice. Wow. And this is
Yeah.
just, wow.
Yeah, it's the rice stock for 1 month. We have we using the rice 180 kilo.
180?
Yeah, for me only 1 kilo for 1 day.
1 kilo more 1 day. Oh wow, that's so much.
Yeah.
I'm working with Kadet to get him the help and supplies that he needs to build a better base and structure for his dogs. So if you'd like to help, check out the link below. Or if you're native to Bali, let me know and we can arrange something. After our friendly visit, we went up to the gates of heaven. Now, this was something we were hyped about, but unfortunately we were let down. To get up to the mountain, you have to pay for a bus ride, which was pretty cool, but definitely sketchy. You're off the side of the mountain and it's windy as heck. You then have to take a walk up to the gate. Again, not too bad. However, unless you are there super early, you will be waiting for hours. Let me run this by you. Every 50 numbers is about 1 to 2 hours. Mind you, we still had about 120 numbers ahead of us. Now, there is another part that they invite you to explore while you wait, so we did. We paid another scooter to take us even further up the mountain. Not knowing any better, we decided to take this hike up this random path that apparently had a temple at the top. I mean, we had time to kill, so why not? There weren't any markings on distance, so we falsely assumed it was a short distance, which is entirely on us. So we tried our best, but having not expected this amount of effort, we turned back 30 minutes in when the locals told us we were still about 1 hour away from the top. This is a straight climb, guys. I don't care who you are, you're gonna be gassed, and yeah. So we went back down to the gate and we were still 80 numbers behind. So I made the executive decision and asked someone to take a picture of us from the side and took off. I believe they opened the gate at 5 a.m. So if you can make it there on time, good on you, mate. Otherwise, I'm gonna say this is a pass. So we headed back early to hit some beaches and get some rest. Day 9. We woke up for an early boat ride over to Gili Trawangan, one of Indonesia's top party islands, and the main island of the Gili Islands, also known as Gili T. There are no cars or scooters on the island, only bikes and these horse carriage taxis. I did see some electric scooters, but nowhere you can rent them. Now, each side of Gili T is different. You have the east side by the harbor where it's super busy, main party area, and the best beaches for swimming on the island. Trust me, I checked every single one. The west, which is where we stayed, was super chill and quiet. Peaceful vibes where you can catch the sunset. Then you have the south, which is a mix of both, and then you have the north, which doesn't really have much. If I had to recommend where to stay, I'd probably pick a spot in the southwest side of the island. Only because it was a 15-minute bike ride from our hotel to the party area, and let's just say, these aren't the most comfortable bikes. Plus, that way you can be much closer to the main area, but far enough where you can have peace of mind and catch the sunset. Because remember, you want to be on the west side of the island. If you didn't know this, Gili is famous for their world-class snorkeling spots. They have the beautiful underwater statues, Turtle Bay, and coral reefs. We did a private tour, which I recommend, and it was a great experience. Colorful fish, serene views. We booked it through our hotel, but you can definitely find a better deal if you just talk to one of the locals. Nighttime, the party scene is definitely a vibe. I was shocked when I heard Latin music being played. They also have a lot of live music around the island, which is pretty cool. So go out and have some fun exploring different bars. If the bar scene isn't your vibe, they also do have movie nights at a few spots around the island. We saw Ratatouille, and it was lovely. Now, we didn't get to check out Meno or Air, which are the other 2 islands in Gili, but we definitely will our next time back. Next, we headed to the Nusa Islands, staying at Blue Lagoon Resort in Nusa Cenangan. Honestly, this was our time to recharge. We spent our days beach hopping and soaking up the laid-back island vibes. My favorite beach was Mushroom Beach. No rocks and calm waves. Oh, and make sure to visit Devil's Tier, The views are out of this world. Your ticket is good for the whole day, so we came back at sunset. It was one of the most beautiful moments of the trip. After that, we had dinner at Arno Ocean Lounge, which was the perfect way to end the night. Great food, great drinks, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This was definitely one of my favorite spots, favorite dinners. Just an amazing experience, especially dining at night. It was a little candlelit type deal. You got to see the stars and the city in the distance. Unfortunately, my phone died and I wasn't able to capture this moment, but guys, it was freaking awesome. Next morning, we took a ferry from Mushroom Beach over to Sanur and stayed in the city of Kuta, which is right next to the airport. Now, I did not do any research on Kuta. Figured it was just for one night and close to the airport. This spot was very interesting. It definitely didn't feel like Bali. The beach was really nice and big, and you did get a beautiful view of the ocean, the airport, and the statue of Uluwatu. But the people here are a bit intense. Almost every single store, restaurant we walked by asked us to come in. I mean, by the time I got through a 10-minute walk, I was so tired of saying no thank you and all that stuff. I don't know, it was a interesting experience. But that just goes to say, do your research. And if you like it, go for it. Now, on the flip side, I did learn that Kuta is a really big nightclub spot. Now, after we got to Kuta, since we had to cut our day 3 Uluwatu trip short, we decided to rent a scooter and head back down to Uluwatu. So we took that scooter and headed to the Garuda Winzu Kencana statue. I hope I said that right. This thing was freaking awesome. It was huge. I mean, as I mentioned, like I saw that thing across. So it was super cool. Definitely recommend checking it out. I would recommend doing the VIP package. That's what we did. Instead of walking all the way up, they let you access this golf cart. And once you get up there, you are given entry to explore the statue and given a private tour up to I believe the 22nd floor. So definitely check it out, get that VIP package, and have fun. With that being said, I hope that inspires you to visit Bali. Whether it's your honeymoon or just an adventure, Bali offers something for everyone. I can't wait to share more videos with you guys. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.